Hey you guys, this is OffTopicGames with another deck profile for you guys. This one is on our Freezeray Messiah deck. Very fun, but pretty interesting. I do enjoy the combos that can come out of this deck. But let's get started. For a starter, you run this guy instead of the one that grabs Arrestor when it unlocks, or Alter Ego. The reason why I like this is because if you're on Freezeray, you really have no way to lock your opponent's rear guards on your turn besides that one guy, Crunch. So this is why I like this guy. But yeah. Next we run for Alter Egos. For Alter Egos. The reason why we're running 4 is because, you know, it's the main stride boss. What it does is GB2 when a card gets unlocked, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, and then on stride it gets, if you counterblast 1, choose one of your rear guards, lock it, then your Vanguard gets +5, and then you lock a card in your opponent's field. So yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty good, not too bad. But yeah. Next we run Freezeray, 3 of them only, so we're running 7 grade 3s. But this card is really good. You can run it at 4, it's very nice. This is just player preference, I guess. But it stops Gear Chronicle combos, it stops a bunch of other things, Wisemans, etc, etc. Very good card. What it does is, when you take a damage, when a card is put into your damage zone, you choose one of your opponent's rear guards and lock it. And then, Limb Break 4, when your opponent's rear guard is locked, due to the effect of a card, one of your cards, your opponent, this card gets +3000. So basically, you're at 3 damage, you take a damage, you lock a card, Limb Break 4, it gets +3000. So it's really nice. This is a 10k, by the way. It's good to know. Next for our grade 2s we run for Freezeray Messiah. This card is very, very good. Basically, GB1, when this unit is placed, if you have a grade 3 with 3 or greater Vanguard with Messiah in this card name, it gets +2000. And then the ability Auto Lock this card. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 1 rear guard in any fighter's back row and then lock that card. So it's really good because it locks itself and another rear guard if you need to. Another back row rear guard if you need to. Next we run for this girl, Lady Battler of the Black Dwarf. This is a very, very good card. I'll show you combos with it later, but basically, Counterblast 1 at the end of the battle, GB1 that this unit boosts, attack the Vanguard. You can pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other units, gets +5000 until the end of the turn, and then you lock this card. So very strong. Then next we run 2 Gravity Well, basically lock one of your own things. This card gets +4000, 13k attacker. Not too good, not too bad, it's okay. And then 2 Duskblade. Basically the same reason as the starter. You need to lock things with Freezeray front row, so this is how. 4 starters because, or 4 stride fighters because striding is good, and then it searches out Alter Ego if you need to. This card is probably the most broken grade 1 in the deck, or the best grade 1, Sacrifice Messiah. Basically, whenever the card is locked, you can lock this card, unflip damage, and then choose up to one of your other rear guards. It gets +3000 to the end of turn. This only works if you have Messiah Vanguard, by the way. But what I just noticed about this card, and it's very interesting, is that if you're playing a Chaos, or like a Link Joker matchup, if you have this card on the board and then your opponent locks something, like locks a friend row, you can use this own effect to lock it and give your Vanguard +3 just for no reason, because you're playing the Link Joker mirror match, which is very awkward if you're doing it. So yeah, this card is very good, basically. Next we run 2 Dark Metal Chameleon. Oh, sorry. What else you can do about this card is basically, if you use Maxwell, lock a back row, give the G guard gets +5000, then you choose this card, or this card's effect, lock it, and then your Vanguard gets +3 more thousand. And that's defensively, so it also works defensively. 2 Dark Chameleon has resist, and then when it gets unlocked you unflip damage, so pretty nice card. 4 PGs. We're not running the Unflipper PG just because we don't have it, but if we do, we'd run it, because Unflipping is very, very important in this deck. For now, we're running the leader OG one. But you should be running the Unflippers, and we should too, but we just don't have it. For our triggers, for the Blink Messiah crit, because, you know, putting the soul and drawing card is pretty nice. It gets plus 5,000 power. And yeah, you need the soul as well. Next, for Paradigm Shift, star-vader. Basically, if you have a star-vader Vanguard, which you do, you have Freezeray, and if another card is locked, you can... This is an axe skill. Put this unit at the top of your deck, shuffle, and then choose one of your opponent's back or rear guards and lock it. That's only if your opponent has another lock card and then you have a star-vader Vanguard. If not, you can just put it back to the deck for no reason and shuffle. So it is a -1 if you just put it back in your deck and shuffle, but you get more triggers in your deck. Next, we run 4 draw triggers because I do believe the drawing is necessary. We could be running more because it's kind of combo-y, this deck. Or that's how I like to run it, but we're running 4. This one looks really, really nice, and they're all foil. Basically, it's a Margot clone. 4 heals, doesn't matter which one, this one just looks nice, and yeah, G-guarding is good. For a G-zone, 4 Flagellate. Flagellate is a very, very good card from GBTO 8. Basically, counterblast 1, choose anything, turn it face up. When the student attacks a Vanguard, you may unlock as many cards as this guy face up. If you unlocked any amount of cards, you can choose as many rearguard lock cards and omega lock them. And then if this unit unlocked 3 or more cards, it gets a crit. So, very strong card. Basically, unlock, omega lock, and can get crit. Oh, that's not going there. 2 crunch. We're only running 2. You can run more if you want. I'm debating on it over Transels, which we are running 2. That's up to you. But at the moment, 2 crunch. Basically, GB2 counterblast 1, omega lock a column. Can get around resist. 2 Amnesty Messiah. Some people like to run 3 and then 2 Excelix, but I'm only running 2 because we have Flagellate. 1 Excelix, not... Oh, by the way, what Amnesty does is, when it attacks counterblast 1, choose any amount of lock cards and unlock them. This card gets a crit for 3 or more unlocked, and then it gets plus 3,000 power for each card unlocked. This one, basically, if you have a Amnesty face up, you counterblast 1, choose Amnesty, turn it face up. If you do, you unlock any amount of cards. All your opponent's cards that gets unlocked are retired. All of your cards that gets unlocked plus get 3,000. And then if 3 or more cards were unlocked, it gets a crit. But it doesn't get the power himself. It gives it to the rear. So it's more kind of pushy. Next, 2 Transels Messiah, kind of like a Tekken. I've never actually used this card, but I think it's still good. Up to you if you want to use it or not. You can run Crunch instead. But basically, kind of GB2, counterblast 1, choose this card, turn it face up, lock all cards that aren't locked, and unlock all cards that are locked. For G-guards, 2 Maxwell because your deck can kind of use it, but lock one of your back row plus 5,000 shield. Destiny Dealer for the mirror match. Unlock 2 gets plus 10,000. Then 1 Screw. If you have a G-zone, if you have 1 or more cards in your G-zone face up, discard a card plus 10,000. And then 1 Sabriz because we are running a GB deck. So the main combos, or the coolest, really cool combos that you can do with this deck is, let's say that you're on, just say Excelix. It can be Flagellate, it can be Amnesty, but technically this card is the most explosive. You are on Alter Ego as well, and you have a bunch of soul. It doesn't really matter how much, we'll just say you have X amount. Basically, here's the cards that you need, and then the cards that don't actually matter. Preferably 1 to 2 of these in the back row. I believe that minimum you need is 1, but 2 is nice. And then you need you don't need a full field. You can probably take this out, but this is the optimal. Oh, this is the optimal setup. If you want to unflip more, then you can get a chameleon here, but it's whatever. You basically just want this and one of these. But this is the most important, and then this is the second most important, and this is just good in general. But yeah. So basically, what you do is you swing with this first, counterblast 1, give a card plus 5,000, so probably this guy. Lock it. Because the card was unlocked, this card gets locked, choose a card, gets plus 3,000, so this gets plus 3,000. And then you unflip a damage, so basically you spend no counterblast, because you counterblast 1 then unflipped, so it's a net of 0 counterblast used. This card, on call, it's an 11k, right? So plus 3,000, it's 14, plus 7 is 21, and then plus 5k because of this card. So it's a 26 swinging, 26 at the Vanguard. End of the battle, this card gets locked. Choose a back row card and lock it, so probably this guy. Vanguard swings, counterblast 1, unlock everything. Everything gets plus 3,000. And then, you know, they guard it or whatever. This card swings again. 16 plus 3,000 plus 3,000 because of this guy's skill. 21,000. And then rinse and repeat. So lock, counterblast 1, unlock, plus 3,000 here. And then, so this one is now a 9 because it got relocked and unlocked. So, and then this one's a base 9 and base 7. But plus 3,000 again because of this. And then because of this guy's skill, plus 3,000, skill, plus 5,000. So basically, plus 14,000 as a lane. So, what it is 16 plus 14,000 is 30,000. 30,000 at the Vanguard, without triggers of course, right? And then this goes back, end phase, these two unlock. Soul Blast 2, draw a card. So that's basically what you need. If you have more of these cards, that's even better, because you get more unflips and you get more power out. This one will give you plus 3,000 more, so it'll be 33 or something. This one, and another unflip, and another unflip. But yeah, that's really cool combos that you can do with this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's pretty fun, and it can be meta because it stops other strong decks like Gear Chronicle and Wise Men. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do, please like the video, and then if you want to see more, you can subscribe to our channel. Social media, our Facebook and Twitter page are in the description down below. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or ruling issues, things you want to know about this deck, or other recommendations, please leave them down in the comment section down below. And then, as always, you can, right now we're currently doing a giveaway, so you can check that out as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later.